to protect Thor and his kingdom. Also, castle built in 1050 AD till the end of the Middle Age. It is called the Age of the Castle. It's also the busiest time for castle buildings. There are still 2,000 castles in Europe today.
Cool! What was the castle built with? What castle walls are made of?
My castle is made of stone. It is very strong, so enemy couldn't use fire to burn it.
What does it look like inside of the castle?
Castles were built in several different parts. The main building is keep. The inner yard of the castle is valley. There are several towers surrounding the castles. The walls is called battlement. The gap of the battlement is called crenel. Soldiers could shoot arrows through it. And the solid place is called merlin. Soldiers who hide behind here when the enemy shoots back.
What was a lake? There was such water around the castle. How do they go into the castle from outside?
The mud filled with water runs around the outside cap of the castle walls. The only way to cross the moat is by drawbridge. Sometimes the castle will have a special door called portcullis, which has iron bars to protect the castle gate. All of these parts are used to protect the castle.
The dress is so beautiful. What do they normally wear?
All the ladies were like me. We wear long dresses and huge headdress to cover all the hair from being seen.
What entertainment was there in the castle to let dance or sing?
In our daily life, we play game of chess and music instruments. Sometimes we ride out for a day of hunting with dogs and hawks. We have trade fair happen once or twice a year. Merchants set up tents and sell anything from different countries. The products they sell include soap, fancy dagger, sword, soap, candles, fancy daggers, and sword. They also sell some food like hot wine, cakes, and pies.
What do people eat? Oh, I saw there was a big bird on the table. Is that a bird or peacock?
We have feast in Great Hall on holidays. Great Hall is the biggest bird in the castle. We eat fancy dishes like roasted peacock, roasted swan, fish jelly, milk pudding, and many other foods. At the feast, musicians play instruments, jugglers and jesters also entertain guests. Welcome to my castle. I hope you have a nice trip. I'm really sorry. There'll be a feast tonight with the queen. I need to dress up. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Look, here's a lady with a beautiful dress. She also has a big headdress. Let's get closer. Hello, are you the queen from this castle?
Yes, I am King.
The empire is so big. I am very curious about how does the king rule the empire.
We have a system called a federal system. The most highest level is the king. The king gives land to barons. The barons have the king control those lands. Barons own lands who can protect those lands and defend the enemy. Barons give knights the land and serve them from knights. Them rule over anyone who will find crop and give some crop to the knight. The knight will protect the serf and the baron. The baron gives money to knight and knight for the king.
Wow, this is how the king rule the empire. Empire will talk about a knight. How do a person become a knight? Is that very difficult?
Yeah, it's very difficult. At the age of 7, we became a page and sent to a model castle. The manners, the battle skills. At the age 18, you became a squire, and you are a parent to a knight. Go on the path of your knight. When you are 21, you became a knight.
I know it's not our country. We go to elementary school when we are 7. Aha! You means the knight will also have a graduation like us.
Graduation?
Oh, I mean that is an official ceremony when we finish our study from elementary school.
That's right. Finally, you go to the ceremony, which you become a knight. First, you go to a north castle and spend an entire night praying at the castle chapel. The next morning, you will take a cold bath and dress in 3 colors. White shirt remind you of purity. The red shirt remind you of loyal spirit. Brown hair remind you of the earth where body will be buried. This stone is called the big stone. The roof of cold authority. The knight needs to have good manners, protect the weak, generous, honor, and respect women. Now, I'm going to show you a stone. Welcome, Wilson and the hands. I will brave and loyal to protect my kids and Lord and fight for my church. Congratulations, you are a real knight. There will be a feast tonight with lots of important guests. I will be late. I must go now.
I wish you could have a nice feast. Goodbye. This is the first time I see real and handsome armor. Your armor is so shiny. Is the armor heavy?
Yes, my armor is really heavy. In the early time, my armor is really light, so I can be shot easily by an arrow. But after some time, my armor becomes heavier and better protection, so our shield becomes smaller. Finally, we didn't use our shield.
I see you have helmet. We also have helmet in our war.
Really? So you know how to ride a horse?
No, we're motorcycles like your car.
So your motorcycle will also wear armor?
Now, our motorcycle is made of metal. What weapons do you use in a battlefield? Do you have a gun or cannon?
No, we have stronger weapons. I have a lance, which I can stand or mount an enemy on his horse. A warhammer is a convenient weapon. It can be used in 3 in 1. A hammer, a knife, and also a club.
How does the knight change battle skill, the fighting skill?
In the early time, we have melees. They have 2 big teams. When they start fighting, people can see which team is winning. So we invented a 2-man joust, in which 2 knights charge at each other and try to knock each other off their horseback with a lance.
Why do you need to go to the war?
Because we need to win back more lands for our king and his kingdom, or we'll fight for the lost land that have been taken away from our Lord, or we'll fight for our church. During a battle, the most common way to take over a castle is by a siege. We surround the entire castle, so nobody can go in or out, and the food and supplies can't go into the castle. We also build siege engines. I have a belfry, which is tall as the castle wall. It goes hundreds of soldiers. The soldiers will climb out and try to get over the battlement. A battery ram is like a giant log. We pound it against the castle gate or walls. A catapult is like a giant slingshot. We threw gigantic boulders at the castle walls and over the castle walls into the people inside the castle.
What happens if you lose the battle?
Inside the castle, we will surrender, and the enemy will take all the land around the castle. Usually, the enemy will hold the more family and any other nobles inside for ransom. But if the enemy was defeated, they could be killed for ransom, or thrown into the dungeon.
Well, I feel very lucky to have this opportunity to get a closer look about the castle in the medieval age. I really have no idea if I'm meeting you guys. I think we can also learn from the past. For example, if we stand build a castle, how to hide from the enemy, how to rule a kingdom. Now I know it was not an easy task to become a knight. Knights are not only brave and great at war, but the chivalry is more worth learning and applying to today's life. Thank you so much for sharing with me.
Now, I bet you have more ideas about the medieval age. I hope you could have a nice trip.